How's it going? So last week we connected Notion and ChatGPT with a really simple native integration that both of these apps have set up for themselves. This week I'm going to show you how to easily reference Notion within any ChatGPT prompt. It's super simple. So here's a prompt that I've gotten pre-made for this example here. And you'll notice anytime the word Notion is mentioned in a prompt, it turns blue. And that verifies, that kind of gives you the thumbs up that, hey, ChatGPT is looking at my Notion workspace. What I like to do along with making sure that Notion turns blue when I type it out is to reference the page title specifically that I want it to look at so that it's not looking at the hundreds of Notion pages that I have. I am specifically telling it, look at the data on this page, not anything else. Now, this is a cool prompt here that has turned my expense tracker, excuse me, into an AI finance advisor, if you will. Let's walk through this real quick. So this is a simple expense tracker made more for personal expenses, but could be customized to be for a business. And you can see here it's broken up into several categories: food, drinks, grocery shopping, transport. And then on a monthly basis, I will log my expenses and categorize them, which can also be done through a really simple button that I've set up here. Click New Expense. It'll add to the current month. You can change the title, the amount, the category, so on and so forth. Um, but the last important and special part here is a stated goal. Hey, I'm looking to keep my spending under 5K a month. I could even get more specific and say, because I want to save up for a big vacation to Greece with my significant other here in January or whatever it may be. But all of this really juicy information is a gold mine for ChatGPT. And I was so happy with this response that I got the other day when initially testing this out that I want to share it with you. So yeah, I mean, first I didn't have a fully completed expense tracker because that would have taken a considerable amount of time. But it did call out the fact that, well, you were well below your 5,000 monthly cap. Great job staying disciplined. First really cool thing though is how it breaks it down by category. You can see rent, utilities, groceries, just makes it really legible. And it even turns it into a table that you can copy and paste elsewhere. Share with your significant other, your roommates, drop into a Google Sheet, whatever you may want to do. Breaks it out really nice and leaves some nice notes here. It will provide some observations. One big one here, fixed costs versus variable costs. That was pretty cool that it broke it out that way. Yep, it called out no entries for shopping, travel, entertainment, stuff that most people spend within those categories once a month. So just calling out the lack of entries, fair enough. A couple wins, staying well below budget, a healthy split between essentials and variables, no overspending. But yeah, so some cool suggestions here as well. It dives into my eating out versus my buying of groceries, tracking recurring subscriptions. So real quick, I want to jump back to Notion and remind y'all that you can create a template for a recurring subscription, say for a Netflix, for a Hulu, for a gym membership. You can create a new page. No, excuse me. You open up the name, you'll create a new template. Let's call this Hulu subscription. You can set the amount. Let's say it's going to be $9.99. We could say the time when it's duplicated. Let's call this entertainment. And then here at the top is where you would make it repeating. If it's a subscription like a Hulu, that'd be on a monthly basis. You could set which day you would like that to repeat on. The current settings are fine, but you could be more specific in your instance. So then every month, of course, that Hulu subscription, you would see a pop up within August, and then within September, October, so on and so forth. Um, Yeah, but I just wanted to call that out as I was going through this suggestion that ChatGPT gave us. But yeah, all in all, I hope you can start to see the power in this. If you're really good about tracking your expenses, or you want to become really good about tracking your expenses, you essentially unlock a financial advisor with this ChatGPT Notion integration. I think the last cool thing here to call out was the plan for savings. So because I hadn't fully logged all my expenses, it acknowledged the fact that, man, you put 3,400 in the bank this month. Um, Maximize that investment, how about you look at a high yield savings account or things such as CDs? I thought that was a really cool addition. Not something that I had explicitly asked it to do or related to my stated goal, but it recognized that and kind of pushed me to think of a solution there if I really am putting that much in the bank each month. So, all in all, that's how you reference Notion within new chats in ChatGPT, and that's a pretty cool use case for you. At least I think so. I hope you enjoy it. I'll be coming next week too with something else. Talk to you then. Cheers.